When did you start to get the attention of these casinos? When did they first realize like, yo, this guy might be a problem for us?
3 years ago, they made it apparent to me that I was onto something.
Okay.
I didn't think about it. Like, for me, about 3 years ago is when I noticed I had like an edge, and 3 years ago is when they noticed I had an edge.
It was fast, eh?
Yeah, we noticed at the same time, because in the beginning I was like, winning like whatever, like 50,000, 30,000, 25,000. Who cares? Like, people win and lose that all day, every day.
Yeah.
Then I started winning like six figures, and they're like, well, not that many people win six figures, but it's not uncommon, and it happens, and he's hot right now, and let him be hot till he loses it all back and then some. But I never lost it back, and then I started playing for millions, and I had the same win rate I had when it was 25, 30, and 50,000, and then 100, 200, 300,000. Now it's 1, 2, 3, 5, 7, 9, 10, 11 million, and the win rate stayed the same, and they go, we have a problem here.
Yeah. So what's the first, like, I don't know if you can name them, the first casino to be like, hey, like, you're done here?
The first one ever was...
And how did it happen, if you don't mind me asking?
The first one was actually non-gambling related, and it was like so long ago. But the first one that's like relevant to like really what you want to know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it was MGM.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, was it MGM the first one that banned me? Yeah. Yeah. So they banned me, and the way they banned me is I caught them cheating. I was with a couple of professional poker players, and we went to go play baccarat together. And they changed they changed everything. They changed the table, they changed the felt, they changed the card manufacturer, they changed the plastic shoe that holds the cards, they changed the monitors. I mean, like everything. Like
just for you? You're
no,
saying?
no. They changed in the casino.
Okay.
But they didn't tell me. Not that they're like supposed to put a disclaimer out, but I was accustomed to like a certain way that one of the MGM casinos handles baccarat.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I go in with these guys and we start playing, and the first hand, like we bet whatever we bet, and like I think we won, like no big deal. The second hand, I bet player, and bank came out natural 9, so we lost. No big deal, like we lost one hand, no sweat. So the way the new monitors are, some casinos have this, some don't. It'll display the cards on the screen.
Yes.
Right? So that's what they changed to, one that also offered that. It also offered a lot of other data that I never seen before. Ian's never seen before. I asked the dealers. I said, what does this other data mean? None of the dealers knew. I asked the pit bosses. Nobody knew.
Wow.
And it was so suspicious that it was on this monitor. I'm like, why would it have data that no one even knows what it means? Okay, no problem. So the second hand comes, and we lose to a natural 9. No big deal. So I look on the monitor, just like at the data, and it says 7 deuce. And I said, wait a second. And I look, and it's a 5-4 on the felt.
Oh,
I said, everybody
shit.
stop. I said, nobody touch the cards. Mind you, I'm friends with all the dealers. I'm friends with a lot of the pit bosses. No one's going to bust my balls. I said, everybody, please stop.
Yeah.
Don't touch the cards. Didn't touch them. I said, please explain why there's a 5 and a 4 on the board, but there's a 7 and a deuce on the monitor for a natural 9. Nobody had an answer. I said, I need nobody to do anything. Everybody stop. I need you to bring an executive down. They brought an executive down, and they said, what's going on? And I said, I caught you cheating. He said, how'd you catch us cheating? I said, well, I know that I lost to a natural 9, 5-4. Your monitor knows I lost to a natural 9, but doesn't know how, so it made up whatever information it wanted. Wow. It just said a 7 deuce.
Yeah.
So if it's going to make up what cards are being displayed on the monitor, it's also capable, and probably is, making up all of the data that's being compiled onto the monitor.
Wow.
Yeah.
So if every decision I make to bet is based on the data that they're giving me off the monitor, but I could prove on the second hand that they're making up any information they want, they're going to continue making it up and misleading me on every decision. I said, I caught you cheating. They said, oh yeah? I said, yeah. They said, you have 30 minutes to pack your bags and get out. I said, okay. So it was me and a couple poker players and Ian. We packed our bags and we left. I made a post about it, like later that day, I think, or the next day, I forget. Yeah. I made a post, and I tagged the casino. I said, I caught you cheating, da-da-da-da. I watched that casino social media, watch that story I tagged them.
Yes,
good.
Fuckers.
So then I screenshotted them, and I circled how you could see the user, and I reposted that. And then I got a call a couple minutes later from an executive and said, you're banned for 6 months. I said, why? They said, well, you threw a glass and you scared the dealers and you did this.
Of course.
And in my head, I'm like, are you sure? Because I was on a date with the dealer last night. Like, I don't think she's scared, you know? So yes, this whole thing. And the 6 months has now been like 2.5 years.
They just keep
Or
extending
how long has it been? 2 years? 2 years.
How does that work though? Like they see you coming from a mile away and they'll just be like, nah, like what's the...
There's so much to it. I mean, they there's a lot of times I'll be on a different one of their properties, or as I'm walking in, the security will approach me and say, you can't be here.
Right
They
away.
already know, eh?
Yeah, a lot of them don't even know. Sometimes I post videos of it all the time. I'll be like, if I like get myself in and I sit down at the bar, security comes circle me, ask me to leave. Executives come, ask me to leave. It's like a whole thing.
They
Has
wouldn't,
it
even
ever-
let, they wouldn't even let you like just drink there and just chill.
Nah, not even spend money there.
Damn.
They think you're helping other people maybe or some shit?
Yeah, I mean, I was.
That's my guy. What is that? What does the conversations look like with the casinos? Are you talking to like actual people from the casino?
Like,
Or are you
like
talking
people
to,
that
like-
can make decisions.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. I talk to a lot of owners. So a lot of them are public companies. So there's no like
Yeah.
sole owner.
Okay.
So I'm friends with a lot of casino owners, but then also when it comes to like MGM and Venetian and things like this, I'm talking to all like the presidents, the vice presidents.
Wow.
And
I'm curious when it comes to the casino stuff, because you're very vocal in saying, "Fuck the casinos, we'll burn them down." Right? You said a few times that you have some stuff that would literally bring them to their knees.
Yeah.
Obviously, you haven't put it out, but I think one could ask the question, like, wouldn't that be counterproductive to the way you make money, like to the way you earn a living, essentially?
well, I'm banned from everywhere except for 2 casinos now. So
Okay.
like,
Why are you not banned there yet? Yeah.
Hey,
Well, I'm
relax,
just saying, I'm
relax.
gonna go win 10 mil. They're gonna say fuck off.
I think if you, I don't know the real answer,
Okay.
but I can give you what I think's my best guess.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Okay.
I know that I spent a lot of time in one out of the 2 of them particularly. And I think so many people that see me there probably say to themselves, oh, this must be a hot spot. And then they come back, they're like, oh, maybe we'll see him again and get him to give us advice or something like this. So I think that they're using me as like a marketing tool.
Yeah.
That's what
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
I don't know for sure. I don't gamble big there. We've had a lot of conversations like, hey, don't ruffle our feathers and I won't ruffle yours. You don't give us a hard time, we'll let you in our doors.
Yeah.
Every time like the rappers are in town or whoever it is and they want me to gamble with them, I'm like, hey, there's only like really one place we can go. So then like everybody sees these like super famous people with me in this
Casinos
particular.
loving it for sure.
Yeah. And we don't do anything big enough to cause them any real damage. So
I want to talk about the casinos and what they've tried to do to distract you, or maybe when they know you're coming in, they want to kind of throw you off. What have they done in the past to you that's kind of been like, yo, come on, man?
bro, they done everything from like turn off hot water, lock me in elevators. They shut off like some I don't know like the exact term. Like somebody like tried calling me out one time. I said that they jam my Wi-Fi. Someone's like, they can't jam it. Da, da, da.
Here we
I'm
go.
like, bro, listen, I ain't no technician.
Yeah, my Wi-Fi just didn't work.
Yeah,
okay?
exactly. So all I know is that if you're ever and I put this to the test time and time again. So one time I booked 2 rooms and they're right next to each other, and one was in my name and one was in my dad's name. And I says, Dad, you're gonna take mine. I'm gonna take yours. Mind you, they're next to each other. We share a wall.
Yeah.
For the life of him, he couldn't get his phone to work. He could not get a signal out. No Wi-Fi, no nothing. But me in the room under his name, everything worked perfect.
Yeah.
Never when I come into a room, in a hotel room, does my Wi-Fi work. I have no phone signal. I have no nothing. They've tried all types of stuff. They'll like walk by and drop random things on my table. Like Ian loves talking about this one time. We're playing very, very large. We're up many millions. And some staff member, I forget who he was, walks by and just drops a box of tissues in the middle of our table. Mind you, I have a private table, so it's only me and Ian sitting there. He drops a box of tissues and keeps walking. We never see him again. We're like, what the heck is going on? And I think all they're trying to do is just confuse
Just
me.
fuck with your head. Yeah.
They blocked me. The security is, I told this story a few times. They like blocked me and they pushed me up against I had $7 million on the table, and the security came and pushed my chair against the table, so I couldn't stand up and I couldn't reach my 7 million. And it was like this huge scene. I ended up jumping up, standing on the chair, screaming on top of my it was like a whole thing.
Yeah.
I was just trying to get people's attention before these 3 security guards get paid $12 an hour, try to rob me for 7 million.
Yeah.
They'd be in a great position to do it.
I'm curious. Like, I think people would might hear this and say, and just being playing devil's advocate, they might say like, I find that hard to believe. Like a casino would really block your Wi-Fi, not give you like hot water. Like I think a lot of people might, and whether it's this one or another podcast, they might be like, bro, really? But I guess I don't know what like how can we try and bridge that gap of people being like, hey, I don't know, bro. Like maybe not. Like, you know what I mean?
I think you've been trying to with your social media too,
Yeah.
like with your stories and stuff.
I mean, I've definitely been exposing the casinos like for what they really are. Like I take a lot of videos of this stuff. I post all of it. I post videos of them cheating all the time. Even when I'm with celebrities, I have like a pretty infamous video with Tusi, the hip hop artist. Me and him were playing. I'm not going to say the name of the casino. And long story short, I was like, do you want to see a trick? He said, yeah. I said, I bet you the next card that comes out's a 3 of clubs. And it was a 3 of clubs. And the whole time the camera was rolling. As a matter of fact, Ian was standing there. He was the one holding the camera. And 2C like couldn't believe it. And he turned around. He said it right to the camera. And the camera never cut. So there's no editing there.
Yeah.
That's a one clear clip. I say it to him. He goes, let's see. Opens. It's a 3 of clubs. And he like couldn't believe it. Turns to the camera and goes, yeah, it's correct.
How the fuck did you know that?
Because I know they're cheating.
You motherfuckers.